friends, myself Mehul Kodia from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. So in today's session we discuss about gyroscopic effect on seat. Clear? So in last lecture we discussed about gyroscopic effect on seat during pitching motion. Clear? Also we derived the equation for the reactive gyroscopic couple. Clear? We derive equation for the reactive gyroscopic couple, that is couple is equal to I omega omega p. Clear? This equation we derive. So in today's session we have to discuss about what is the effect of gyroscope in seat. Clear? While pitching motion. There is three type of motion. We already discussed that. That is, first one is a steering motion, second one is a pitching motion, and third one is a rolling motion. So in today's session we have to discuss about pitching motion and rolling motion. Clear? Because steering motion we already discussed. Clear? Okay. So what is the gyroscopic effect on seat? Okay. Now before to learn this topic, we have to discuss about the terminology of this seat. Clear? So there in this figure you see that there is a three view of seat: front view, side view, and top view. Clear? Whenever you observe seat from the top view, you see that there is front end of the seat indicate the bow end, rear end of the seat indicate the stern end. When you see seat from the rear side, at that time left hand side view indicate the port side and right hand side view indicate the starboard side. Clear? Okay. For steering motion you can observe from the top view. And second is a pitching motion. For the observing for the pitching motion you have to see from the side view. Clear? And for the rolling motion you have to observe from the front end side. Clear? So three view and three motion. You have to remember this thing: steering motion, pitching motion, and rolling motion. Clear? Okay. Now there is a four case. Clear? In pitching motion we have to discuss four case. Case number one, when rotor rotates in clockwise direction and ship pitch upward. Clear? Means rotor rotates in clockwise direction and ship going to upward direction. Second case, rotor rotates in clockwise direction and ship move downward direction. Two cases, and two cases for the anti-clockwise direction. Clear? In all the four cases we have to observe ship from the rear side. Clear? You have to observe ship from the stern. So case number one, that is rotor rotates in clockwise direction when ship pitch upward and seen from the stern side. Now in this case we have to use the fundamental of resultant force. Now you all know the body always tends to move in the direction of resultant force. Clear? Okay. For example, if you run in straight direction and while someone pushing from this side, clear, while someone pushing you from the side, at that time our body tends to move in the direction of inclined direction. Clear? Means body always tends to move in the direction of resultant force. Clear? So we have to use this fundamental in this case. Clear? When you run in a straight direction, that is a linear momentum. Clear? But in this case rotor rotates in clockwise direction. So we have to discuss about the angular momentum. And understanding angular momentum, we already discussed that is right hand thumb rule. If you put your finger in the direction of rotation, at that time thumb indicate the direction of momentum. Clear? So we have to discuss case number one. The rotor rotates in clockwise direction when you view ship from the rear side. So suppose this is a ship, you have to observe ship from the rear side. When you observe ship from the rear side, at that time the direction of rotor is clockwise direction. So you have to put your finger in the direction of rotation. At that time thumb indicate the direction of angular momentum. So if you observe ship from the rear side and rotation is clockwise direction, so if you put your finger in clockwise direction, then thumb indicate the direction of angular momentum. So in first case direction of angular momentum is straight direction. Clear? In straight direction. Now ship pitch upwards, means suppose this is a ship and in pitching motion ship pitch upward, means ship move in upward direction. At that time motion of ship means the bow end is rise. At that time Suppose this is a ship. If bow is rise, at that time motion of ship is like this. Clear? Motion of ship is upward direction. When you put your finger in upward direction, at that time thumb indicate the direction of angular momentum. Clear? So for the rotor, momentum of rotor is straight direction and ship pitch upward direction. At that time momentum is in right hand direction. Clear? So what is the direction of resultant force? The first force is in a straight direction and the second angular momentum is in the horizontal direction. At that time resultant force direction is between applied two force. Clear? So resultant force direction is in inclined direction, and you all know body always tends to move in the direction of resultant force. So at that time this is a ship. Clear? So ship move in the direction of resultant force. So ship move the right hand side. Clear? And you all know what is the right hand side view also indicate the starboard side. Clear? So ship move right side or starboard side. Clear? So this is a case 1. Clear? In case 1, once again I explained that rotor rotates in clockwise direction and ship pitch upward. This is case 1. What is case 2? Rotor rotates in clockwise direction and ship pitch downwards. First two case. What is third case? Rotor rotates in anti-clockwise direction. At that time ship pitch upward. And case number 4, rotor rotates in anti-clockwise direction and ship pitch downward. So these 4 cases we have to discuss in this lecture. First case I explained once again. Rotor rotates in clockwise direction. In all the 4 cases, you have to observe ship from the rear end. Clear? I explain case number 1 again. The rotor rotates in clockwise direction when you view ship from the rear end. So this is a suppose ship. You have to observe ship from the rear end. If you look ship from the rear end, at that time rotor rotates in clockwise direction. So you have to put your finger in the clockwise direction. Then direction of angular momentum is in a straight direction. Clear? The vector of the angular momentum is in the straight direction. Clear? Now, in case number 1, ship pitch upward means this is a ship. Then ship pitch upward direction means the rotation is in this direction. So you have to put your finger in the direction of rotation. At that time, the direction of angular momentum is right hand side. Clear? So we have 2 vectors. First vector is in straight direction. Second vector is in the horizontal direction. So body always tends to move in the direction of resultant force. And resultant force always act between applied two force. Clear? So this is the direction of resultant force. So suppose this is a ship. So ship try to move in the direction of resultant force. Means ship try to move in the right hand side or starboard side. Clear? You see this effect in this figure. Clear? So ship try to move in the direction of starboard side. This is case number 1. Now we have to discuss case number 2. Rotor rotates in clockwise direction when you view ship from the rear end and ship pitch downward direction. Clear? So suppose this is a ship. You observe ship from the rear side. Clear? This is a stern side and this is a bow side. This is a starboard and this one is a port. You have to remember this 4 terminology. Clear? Starboard, port, bow and stern. So you see ship from the rear side and at that time rotor rotates clockwise direction. So you have to put your finger in the direction of clockwise. At that time thumb indicate the direction of angular momentum for the rotor. So in this case also the angular momentum is straight direction. Clear? But in this case ship pitch downwards. So rotation for the downward direction is like this. Clear? So you have to put your finger in the downward direction. At that time thumb indicate the direction of angular momentum. So in this case we have 2 vectors. First vector is in straight direction. Second vector is in the left hand direction. So resultant vector is like this. So body try to move in the direction of resultant force. Clear? So ship try to move in the left hand side, and you all know left hand side is also known as a port side. Clear? So in this case ship try to move in the left hand side or port side. This is a top view. Clear? You have to observe from the top side. Clear? So this is case number 2. Rotor rotates in clockwise direction and ship pitch downward direction. At that time ship try to move in the left hand side. Clear? Or port side. Clear? So this is first two cases. Now case number 3. Rotor rotates in anti-clockwise direction and ship pitch upward. So suppose this is a ship. Clear? You have to observe, in all cases you have to observe from the rear side. So suppose this is a ship, you observe ship from the rear side. At that time rotation is anti-clockwise direction. Now rotation is anti-clockwise direction. At that time you have to put your finger in the direction anti-clockwise direction. At that time thumb indicate the direction of momentum. So in this case, case number 3, if you put your finger in anti-clockwise direction, then momentum vector is in the reverse direction. Clear? So this is a ship and the angular momentum is in the reverse direction. Clear? And ship pitch upward. Now ship pitch upward means suppose this is a ship pitch upward direction. So you have to put your finger in upward direction. At that time second vector is like this in the right hand direction. So we have the two vector. First vector is in the reverse direction. Second vector is in this direction. So resultant force is like this. Clear? Inclined direction. So we have to move ship in the inclined direction. So if ship move in the inclined direction means ship move in the left hand side or port side. You see this figure. Clear? You observe this effect in this figure. Ship try to move in the direction of port side or left hand side. Once again I explain case number 3. This is ship. You observe ship from the rear side. This is the stern side. Rotation is anti-clockwise. We have to use right hand thumb rule. Put your finger in the direction of anti-clockwise. So if you put your finger in this direction, at that time the angular momentum is like this in reverse direction. Clear? Now ship pitch upwards. Ship pitch upwards. So you have to put your finger in upward direction. So at that time second vector is like this. So first vector is in reverse direction. Second vector is like this. So resultant force is in this direction, in inclined direction. Clear? So body try to move in the direction of resultant force. So at that time ship move in the left hand side. Clear? Got it? So case number 3, the result of case number 3 is ship move left side of starboard. Now last case. Rotor rotates in anti-clockwise direction and ship move downward direction when looking from the stern side. So you have to follow this method. You seeing ship from the rear end. Now rotation is anti-clockwise. Put your finger in the direction of anti-clockwise. Once again momentum is in reverse direction and ship pitch downwards. So at that time ship pitch downward direction means in the rotation is in this direction. So put your finger in the downward direction. At that time momentum is in the left hand side. So we have two vector. First vector is in this direction. Second vector in this direction. So body try to move in the direction of resultant force. Resultant force in inclined direction. So this is a actual position of ship. Now body try to move in the inclined direction. Clear? Suppose this is a ship, then move in the resultant force. At that time the front end of the ship try to move in the right hand side. And you all know right hand side indicate the starboard side. Clear? So in this case ship move in the right hand side or starboard side. Clear? So all the 4 cases we discuss over here. First case is rotor rotates in clockwise direction and ship pitch upward. Rotor rotate clockwise, ship move downward. First 2 cases this. Second 2 cases for the anti-clockwise direction. In anti-clockwise direction, ship pitch downward and ship pitch upward. Clear? And you have to remember all 4 effects. Clear? So this is the effect of gyroscope in pitching motion. Now last is a rolling motion. Okay. There is no gyroscopic effect occurs in rolling motion because in rolling motion the position of axis of spin will not change. So because of that we cannot observe the gyroscopic effect in rolling motion. You see in this figure the rolling motion, when you observe see from the front hand side, at that time the cyclic up and down motion of starboard and port indicate the rolling motion. But at that time the axis of spin, position of axis of spin will not change. So because of that no gyroscopic effect occurs in rolling motion. Clear? So in today's session we discuss about gyroscopic effect on ship during pitching motion and rolling motion. In previous lecture we derived the equation for the reactive gyroscopic couple. Clear? For the pitching motion. So in next lecture, we solve some numerical based on steering, pitching and rolling motion. Clear? So in today's session, we discuss about gyroscopic effect in pitching and in rolling. Clear?